Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to get into a channeled reading in just a sec, but I really wanted to dive into something that I was but something that I was scamming through on my shaman classes. Some paperwork that I like to scam through sometimes just kind of refresh my memory on the things that I've learned on my journey. We're actually finishing up our second year in my Munay Ki shamanism class. And basically the teachings of the Munay Ki is to walk in love, to heal others, to help heal others. But as we are in this journey of becoming healers, the whole point of this journey, this class, is to learn to heal ourselves so that we're able to heal others. To be able to look at things about ourselves, to face our own judgments, to face our own stories, so that when we come across people who need the help and the healing, we are able to identify what it is that they need to heal from, or whatever belief or pattern that they need to heal from. Now, there's something that I came across that I really wanted to share with you that my teacher wrote. It's very beautiful, and it has a lot to do, it felt like a confirmation from spirit of kind of like the theme right now of what's going on with my collective. So if you've come across my page, if you aren't a healer, this is spirit's way of advising you to take this teaching on your own, on your daily life. The way that you treat others, the way that you look at yourself and how you treat others as well. This is calling you, what I'm about to read is calling you to look at things and look at people from the shaman's eye without judgment. So I'm going to go ahead and read from this excerpt, and this is what she wrote is non-judgment. This is how to restore horizontal equality. I am, you are, we are source. Wait, I just want to make sure I'm reading the right one. Yes, I am, sorry. Being mindful with our labels and projections onto others. Taking personal responsibility for what I think, say, and do. This includes recognition of our filtering beliefs and indoctrinations and taking ownership of those. What we view is informed by what we view as. Honor the diversity of life and respect an individual's walk as sacred. This is how you are looking at other people from now on. This is how Spirit's telling you. From now on, I want you to look at people with this sort of compassion, with this sort of belief and mindset. No matter what the third dimensional looks like, the human in me can find judgment, but the spirit in me knows that this is a sacred walk. Unconditional love is not based in judgment. That is a withdrawal of heart. This does not mean to ignore signals of danger or input from your mind, power center, or heart. There is a difference between judgment and wise discernment. Aho. Motherfucking aho. So beautifully said, guys. So I feel like right now there's something going on in the collective where Spirit is asking you to look at things from a higher place. In our shaman work, we're actually working on this direction right now. In the east is the eagle condor, which the way that would explain the eagle condor, the eagle, right, looking up from high up, looking down. You ever get in a plane sometimes and you think to yourself as you're looking down as the plane's going up and you see how tiny the little cars look, how small everyone looks, the houses look? Is it just me, or usually when I get on a plane, it's like a constant reminder that how small our problems are. Like, we live on this huge planet, we're in this huge universe, and we tend to make these situations or problems bigger than what they are and what they really should like not be. So Spirit is asking you to look at the eagle's perspective, to look from the outside, but also to have the discernment to know, to not to be taken advantage of, not to make, this is not for, I don't want you guys to take this in the wrong way where I'm saying like, I'm making an excuse for them and why they're treating me this way because they're not healed. We all have a choice. We all have a choice on how we treat each other, how we speak to one another, how we forgive each other, our actions. But Spirit is asking you specifically, this is going to be for a specific group, to really look at like the bigger perspective. I don't know who's going through this right now or what kind of person you're dealing with. There is all these eclipses going on right now, and there's a lot being shed. A lot of things are falling. Don't be surprised if people start falling out of your life, relationships, friendships, careers, jobs. Maybe one day you wake up and realize, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like, I don't even know what I want to do, but I know this doesn't align with me anymore. And we have to have the discernment to distinguish what is what. How do I explain that in a better way? Again, with the shaman's eye, seeing it for what it truly is. If you have a breakup with someone, instead of being angry at the person or being like, I knew this was gonna happen, or blame them, or even blaming yourself, look at the bigger picture. What is the lesson here? What is it about you that attracted this person into your life in the first place? What lesson did you have to learn? What lesson did you have to learn from this, from all of it? And it doesn't only have to be relationships. It could be friendships, jobs. Why did I allow myself to stay situated in this place for so long? Spirit, what do we have for our collective? We want to share anything else, please. Why did I allow myself to stay in a place for so long? Was it the fear of being seen? Was it the fear of pursuing what I truly want to do and who I truly want to be? I know from my personal experience, what I'm going through right now is a transition to stepping out of my full-time job so that I'm able to do the thing that I believe that I'm here to do, to help heal the collective, and stepping into that and having that trust in the divine that, that things are going to work out as long as I'm in alignment. Being able to let go when you know it's time to let go, whether it be people, situations, or jobs or things. Okay? What advice would you give my collective right now other than that, please, Spirit? I wasn't going to pull out cards, but why not? We're already here. And anything else that needs to be said, Spirit? I just heard there's someone here. You may have thought, this is coming up for a relationship. You might have thought someone was like the one, but they come to find out, you realize, oh, they're not it. Don't feel silly. It's part of the growth. But I almost feel like you both feel the same way, which is funny. I don't know who this is for. Where you both kind of looked at each other and was like, you know what? I think we're just friends. And that's okay. There's something about your purpose. There's something about the more that you step into your purpose and your authenticity, that's how you're going to keep getting aligned. And it's just part of the process of like people falling away or things not working out, where you may think a door is closing, but it's really just Spirit trying to change your, how do I say that? Like your path, where you're on this path and Spirit's like, actually, can you take this door instead? Like, actually, I think you'd be better at this door. Go through that door. Close that one. Just go to the other one. You want it to come out. You guys, look at these cards that you just got. This is crazy. There's something about your intent, having that clear intent, leading with your heart, having the tools. Know thyself, I just heard. Something about being seen. It's something about your purpose, guys. Like, Spirit really wants you guys to really lock in. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this is for, I know I said if you're not like a healer or anything like that, but I feel like if you found this video, you guys are healers. You may not know it yet, or you might have this fear of being seen and stepping into that. But a lot of you guys are waking up and realizing, you know, this is what I'm here for. I'm getting goosebumps. There's something with the collective where people are waking up. And you're going to be a part of that. You're going to be part of, I just heard the agenda of whatever it is that God has planned for us. And now is the time to really step into that position. I see someone like with an armor, like this is us, like we're in this fight. There's like a spiritual battle, literally. I'm seeing, and like now's not the time. I just heard now's not the time for love. Now's not the time for like selfish things. Not that it's bad, but I hear it's almost like now's the time to really like, and now I see someone like sharpening a sword. Like now's the time to lock the fuck in. And I just seen a snake. There's something about shedding the past. There's something about the old beliefs, letting go of those things, the things I've had, the old belief systems, the old mind patterns, negative mind patterns that have been stopping you from stepping into your purpose. Now's the time to shed it. Now's the time to let it go. Now this time to let the ego go. Now the time is the woe is me, my life is this and that. It don't fucking matter anymore. Spirit doesn't have time for this. I'm not invalidating your feelings, but Spirit is very, very, very adamant on like, or very stern about like, I've heard the story already like a million times. Like, you keep talking about it, it's keeping it alive. Let's let that shit go so we can move on, so that we can keep going, keep growing. Okay? I feel like as I'm doing this, reading, Spirit keeps bringing up something that happened to me, and I guess I have to share it with someone here. As some of you might know, I grew up extremely religious, Christian, and it wasn't until I started, I guess, honing in my skills, you know, channeling, etc., etc. I always think about that movie, Split, etc., etc. I love him; he's so cute, etc., etc. I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, but in that life, I remember I struggled a lot stepping into like the enlightenment, the new age, you know, the mystic, right? Because we were all taught that it was evil and that we weren't allowed to dabble in it. Yet I was having all these things happen to me, and I didn't understand, you know, at the time that I was like, you know, gifted, as we all are, I believe. We choose to hone into that or not if we want to. But I was feeling led by Spirit, and I remember asking God a lot, because I still talk to God or Jesus energy, Christ-like energy. You know, if all of that was like, I don't want to say fake, but if there's more to what we were taught, like what is God? What is, you know, like what is it all then? What does it all mean? And I remember meditating before bed one night, and I asked God, I said, I just want to know who you are. Like, what's the truth of you? And I'll never forget in this dream, and it was a vision, where I was sitting with a bunch of other people in a room, and I looked up to someone, and it was this, I've never seen this guy in my life. He had like blonde, like that whole like yoga guy hair look, right? Like the long, shaggy hair, blonde hair. And I remember him, like, he just looked at me when I asked him that question. I was like, I said, who is God? Who is God? And he's like, he walks away. He brings the singing bowl and just places it on my lap. And I woke up. And I was like, okay, that's not really giving me an answer. Like, I felt like at the moment, it didn't feel like an answer. I understand it now, but I don't know who needed to hear that. But that was something that, I don't know why Spirit kept telling me to like share that with you guys. I've never told anyone that before, but I thought it was very interesting. So some of you guys' purpose might have to be something about, I'm hearing like music, the voice, teaching. You know, the voice, it doesn't always have to be like singing or anything like that. It's just being a teacher, speaking out your truth. So other than that, okay, knowing that we have the tools, let's get some more cards. That we have the tools. Can I please get advice from my collective, please? We'll get 3 cards to step into whatever it is that Spirit has for us. I feel like I just heard the word catapult. There's something happening in the ethers, I heard, that's going to catapult a lot of us into our purpose, into why we are here, because the people need it. I feel like crying, but it's not me. It just feels like the world needs so much healing, and I feel like God is calling us to step up, to really step it. Like, if we were to fully step into our purpose and into our authentic selves, you have to know that we are always going to be cared for, whether it be financially, emotionally. Like, some of us are worried about that, and Spirit's like, that's not even a thing for me, bro. Like, I got you. Like, why are you stressing over this? You're always cared for. I'm just asking you to do the thing that you're meant to do. The thing that makes you shine. The light that I put in you that you need to spread out into the world. That is your job. I just heard. And for some of you, I feel someone here feels alone. You might be going through kind of like, maybe if you're going through awakening for the first time and you're realizing you don't resonate with people anymore, you don't like hanging out with the same people, you don't like going to the same things, doing the same things, because you're at a higher and different frequency, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Spirit wanted to make that very clear. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm just trying to put you where you belong, because you no longer belong. Like, you no longer belong to the world. You may be in the world, but you are not of it. Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. What was I just saying? So for a lot of you may be a change of work, a change in career. You guys may be wanting to do something. I just heard you guys may be afraid of stepping into this because you're afraid of what people are going to think about you. Who am I to go and do this podcast? Who am I to go speak my truth? Who am I to go be I just heard blogger? Is that what you call it? What is that even? Like someone who shows their life? I don't know. That may be for someone specific. But you can literally do whatever you want, whatever it is that Spirit put in your heart to do. 6 of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or rewards. I'm really getting the vibe of if some of you, there's someone here, a group of you, that if you have already been doing the work, whether it be, I'm getting a lot of like creator kind of like someone who's like a content creator, or someone who has really been putting in the work into something, some type of project, some type of idea. You're going to start seeing the fruits of it very soon. I feel like this eclipse season is really going to catapult you into that right now, and to not stop. There's something about like, now's the time to go even harder and faster. Okay? Then the Page of Water, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So, I mean, this could be love, or this could be just someone. When I was reading it, what I got from most people is this, whoever you're going to meet or come across, they're going to help catapult you to your purpose. Whether it be like in business, or just maybe you meet someone at the grocery store and you go, oh my God, I'm into this as well. Which is funny, and I'm going to mention this. I had someone reach out to me for a massage on Facebook, and I just thought it was just like a regular guy. You know, he looked like he does like like weightlifting, but you know, like the people are professional. They do like the whole like with the tanning and the fucking I forgot what that's called, like those competitions. And we just started talking. Someone that I would never think that was into like new agey stuff or anything like that, or at least the stuff that I'm into or resonate with. And I don't even know how we got into the conversation. And he goes, you know what I would love to do? He was like, I have such a beautiful property. I would love to do moon circles at my place. And I was like, bruh, pick me. I'm like, and then we got into this whole conversation because he didn't know. And I go, bro, I do that. He's like, what? I was like, bro, I'll show you right now. I got a sound bowl. I got this. I got that. I got drums. And he goes, oh my gosh, so do you do other stuff? And I'm like, I'm a Reiki master and I'm a shaman, da-da-da. And we just started chopping it up. And I just thought to myself, like, all it took was one little conversation and just like, and he's like, well, listen up. I have a plan and this is what we're going to do. And if you're down, let's do this. Let's get together and get some coffee and we'll do something. Like, this community needs it. This world needs this healing for those who want it. I just realized I've been looking all over my slippers and they were here the whole time. Sorry. But, and heightens psychic abilities. I told y'all, a lot of people here, y'all doing the work, and you're about to pay. I just heard payoff. There's a payoff. In it all. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys, and I can't wait until the next reading.